One new name has just made all Premier League teams nervous, but who is this man? Well, his name is Antony Vs dos Santos. Manchester United closed the transfer window with an eye-watering £229 million spent on new signings, the kind of money that would be almost impossible for any club to find under normal circumstances. But just like last season, when the United team side fell short of their title challenge and missed out on qualifying for the next Champions League, the club owners were then being forced into action to strengthen the squad rather than wait and build from within. But while most clubs outside of the top 6 or 7 would pay through the nose for players like Casemiro and Eriksen, it was still an audacious move, even by Ten Hag's standards. But there's one man who made it all possible: Antony Vs dos Santos. That may sound like a mouthful, but trust me, it will soon become your new favorite name in football, because this guy is going places, and fast. Antony is one of the most exciting and promising young talents in the Premier League. His pace, power and skill on the ball make him a nightmare for defenders. He's already shown glimpses of his potential this season, scoring 3 goals in 3 league appearances. What is most frightening for Premier League defenses is that Antony is only going to get better. At just 22 years old, he has his entire career ahead of him. He will only get faster, stronger and more clinical in front of goal. Here's a brief info about his background and footballing emergence. He started his career with the Brazilian club Sao Paulo before joining Ajax in 2020. Antony has been a regular member of the Brazil national team since 2021 and had his debut during a World Cup qualifier match against Venezuela in October 2021. During his stint in Sao Paulo, he was offered a contract to play in the youth academy at the very young age of 10. Although he didn't start well, as he often struggled for game time, with time he was able to get the best out of his playtime. He eventually went on to help his team win the J-League Challenge tournament in Japan, where he was also named the best player of the tournament. Due to his impressive stats and performance, he was promoted to the senior team of the club. Antony didn't just stop there, as he ensured he made his mark during his short time in the club. In February 2020, Antony was signed by Dutch club Ajax for a fee of £20 million. He made his Ajax debut in September 2020, and he was fortunate to be the goal scorer of the match. He also went on to score his first Champions League goal for the club in a 2-1 away win over Midtjylland in November 2020. Life in Ajax wasn't an easy task for Antony, as he had to fight for the starting lineup against an in-form David Neres. However, Antony could get his spot in the starting lineup after his impressive displays for the team. Antony then made 57 appearances for Ajax, scoring 18 goals before announcing his wish to depart from the club. He was eager to make a move, and it made him skip his vacation so he could let the club management know of his desire to leave and try a new challenge. I was thrilled in Amsterdam. I won titles at Ajax, made friends and built part of my career. But now I reinforce I am ready and full of motivation to follow my story and my dreams. People need to listen to me and understand that my motivation moves me towards happiness. This was a statement made by Antony on his decision to leave Ajax during an interview with Fabrizio Romano on 26 August 2022. His quest to leave lasted for a long while, as the club was not willing to let him go, except a club came with a high bid to meet their expectation. Manchester United was, however, able to meet the price tag by paying a whopping sum of £100 million. Oh yeah, it's really large, but that was the amount the club will collect from any club ready to buy him. With this big signing made by Manchester United, there have been a lot of big questions and speculations about if he could perform as expected. This is because Manchester United has made a lot of big signing in previous windows, and yet the club was unable to win any competitive title, as they also performed poorly in the last season. However, Antony has put every one of their mouths shut, as he has performed excellently well in just a few games played. But you may ask, how has he been able to make the Premier League terrified with just only appearing in 3 league matches for his team? Here is why. The Brazilian winger is currently averaging more dribbles per game than most players that have been rooted in the Premier League system, and he's showing no signs of slowing down. He is more than capable of dribbling past players, and he's also got an eye for goal. The latest reports have shown that he averages 1.8 dribbles per game, which only Paul Pogba has done for the United United team. During his last season stint with Ajax, he averaged 2.2 dribbles per game and saw a 59.5% success rate. Also during last season's UEFA Champions League, he made a handful of appearances for Ajax. He impressed with his speed and skill on the ball, and it wasn't long before Man U began thinking of snapping him up. Now in just his first season with the Red Devils, Antony is flourishing. He's been a key player in their push for a top 4 finish, and his performances are now beginning to catch the eye as some of the biggest clubs in Europe. It's clear that Antony has all the makings of a superstar. His pace and trickery make him a nightmare for defenders, and his finishing is improving all the time. At just 22 years old, he's already one of the most exciting players in the Premier League, and he looks set to take over the world. His passing is just as impressive as his dribbling. Antony is known to be a left winger and also has the ability to play on the right flank. You might be surprised to hear this. Yeah, we are right, as he was last seen switching positions with Rashford during the recent away match win against Everton. What makes Antony so special? Well, his dribbling is certainly impressive, but it is his passing that sets him apart from most other wingers. His vision and range of passing are superb, and he always seems to pick out the perfect pass, whether it be a cross or through ball. During his days in Ajax, Antony made 57 appearances in the Dutch league and could set up 14 assists throughout. His performances caught the eye of many onlookers, and he was praised for his mature displays at such a young age. This season alone, Antony has completed some through balls and has received 0 yellow cards and 0 red cards. He also averages 31 passes per match and has a remarkable 79% passing accuracy, which is even more impressive considering the amount of risky passes he attempts. According to Infogol player rating in the English Premier League 2022-23 season, he has a 6.95 rating, which is impressive for a newcomer. Although he is yet to make an assist this season, he has established himself as one of the Red Devils' key players and has been integral to their good start to the season. He's also really good at shooting from a distance. Antony Mateus dos Santos has been terrorizing defenses in the Premier League this season with his incredible shooting ability. The 22-year-old Brazilian winger has already scored 3 goals in just 3 appearances for Manchester United, and one of those has come from a long range. His first goal came from his debut match against Arsenal, where he scored the first goal of the match. One of Antony's most impressive traits is his ability to find space behind the defense and then unleash a powerful shot that often leaves the goalkeeper helpless. This was on full display in their recent 6-3 loss to Manchester City, where he scored a brilliant goal from outside the box. This season, Antony is averaging 1.13 goals every 90 minutes. His shooting accuracy is so impressive at 58%, meaning that he's scoring almost 2/3 of the shots he's taking. With Antony in the team, Manchester United look like they have a real chance of winning the Premier League title this season. Antony has the potential to become one of the best players in the world. If he continues to develop at his current rate, there is no reason why he can't become one of the best strikers in the Premier League. The Premier League defenses are already terrified of Antony. They will have no choice but to fear him even more. I think Antony has all it takes to maintain the pace he has set in the Premier League and continue with his form all through till the end of the season? Kindly let us know by dropping your comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and also share this video with your friends and family. Thank you for watching, and check this out next.